who have taken refuge, let us never be put to shame. Deliver us in your righteousness. In Jesus' name, amen.
What's up, guys? Watch the Savage Family here. It's your boy Dre.
And your girl Asha, and we are back with a new video.
Yes.
We missed you guys, but we're here. We're filming.
I'm walking into this video. I don't even know what's going on. My babe said she had some questions for me. I said, okay, let's do it. Let's get on camera. Let's film.
Yes, I thought I should make a fun video, and I thought I should have some good videos. A lot of trending stuff has been happening online, a lot of things that has been going on, a lot of changes, specifically in the relationship world, in the relationship side. Since we are a very God-fearing, successful marriage,
we've been going
married couple.
I mean, how many years strong?
We're going on 7 years.
No, not married.
Together. Yeah, married. We're going on 2 years.
2 years.
Yeah,
so,
obviously you already know by the title, asking my husband juicy question that girls are too scared or too afraid or too shy or feel awkward to ask. So I thought, let me ask him from a man's perspective, a real man, okay? A man of God, a man who's responsible, a man who knows what he wants, a man who has men friends. So I would definitely say take advice from my husband. If you're a single woman or a woman in a relationship or a woman who's looking to be in a relationship, watch this video, take his advice, because he has male friends, and they talk, and he knows what they be saying behind our back. So we need to take everything he gives us right now. It's your baby. What's my baby? We couldn't even do a video. She woke up, so this is our life, honey.
The life of Paris.
This
is the real Savage Family. This is the whole Savage Family.
Savage Family.
Say hi, Prosper. Say hi.
This has been going viral. I'll probably insert some pictures here of those videos. How do you feel about women proposing to men?
To be honest with you guys, I'm a traditional old school guy. That's just the way I was raised. I do feel it is the man's responsibility to propose to his wife. It's just women, they like to be courted. You know, that's just something that at least women that I've known, they've always like dreamed about that moment. And I can't quite fathom, you know, why a man wouldn't propose. You know, I do think that because a lot of the times the man is like stalling getting married, and then so the woman like wants to take the initiative. But honestly, I feel like if you're a woman and you have to take the initiative for your man to propose to him, I don't know if that's, you know, that's out of order in terms of a relationship. You know, the man, he is, you know, supposed to take care of you, look out for you, provide for you.
All right, thank you for your honest answer. What do men really want in a relationship?
In a relationship, I would say, number one, one of the biggest things is that we just want someone to not cause us stress. If you're a traditional man like myself and you're trying to provide, like you just want to come home to a really peaceful environment.
Would you have married somebody who can cook?
I actually would have. When I first got into this relationship with my wife, you guys, I actually did not think she could cook because she acted as if she couldn't cook. And then when I saw her cooking for the first time, she was like struggling, she was like trying to cook me some chicken and it was like about to catch on fire. So I was like, oh, what have I got myself into? Because, you know, to be honest with you guys, I was always raised like in my family, they always say, make sure you marry a woman that can cook. You know, that was something that's always been in the back of my head. And I didn't really care that much, but like I do see the value in having a wife that can cook. Like she really like goes out of her way to make me my favorite meals, and for a man, like that's the key to our heart, you know, just eating a good meal. And my wife not just does that, but does so much more for me. I think you should of course be able to cook for yourself. Don't just depend on your wife to always cook for you. You know, also return the gesture. You know, don't let her cook for you every day. Cook for her sometimes, and if you can't cook, go buy her, you know, a meal or take her out to go eat. You know, but don't just rely on her cooking every single day.
Why do men stop texting, calling, or responding after the first date?
Well, I mean, it depends on a variety of things. Like number one, did the date go well or not? You guys had a chemistry. That means you were either pretending that you had chemistry with that person, or you did have chemistry with that person, but you're talking to some other people as well, so you're just shady. I think in general sometimes it's easier to not give someone the wrong impression, and you just kind of want it to be over with quickly, and so you just kind of, it's kind of like cutting the cord. Is that the way you say it? It's kind of like, yes, like that person is going to be hurt, but they're going to be more hurt if you continue to string them along and then end it. You know, if that makes sense. It's better to just like put it to bed now. I see why some people do it, you know, but also, you know, if you go on a date and like the person is just not who they advertise to be, if they're like rude or like they have a picture, you know, and then you show up and then they don't look like that picture at all. Yeah, I've been through that where somebody advertised something and you show up and they wasn't that person. Okay, that's not cool. So
that's what happened. You definitely just stop texting that girl. You never respond after that. Can your wife have male friends? Can a woman be friends with a man who is married? Like, I'm married. Can I have a male friend?
You are free to have a male friend. I'm not controlling in the sense that, oh, you can't talk to this person or whatever. But you know, as a wife, you know, you just have to understand like boundaries. You know, like for one, like, you know, you shouldn't be communicating with that friend more than you are with your significant partner, and you shouldn't, that friend, you know, shouldn't be all, you know, touchy, feely,
no,
holding your hand, you know, doing all that stuff. That's just too much, you know. So you gotta understand those boundaries, and that's out of respect, out of your significant other.
Yeah.
Because what you're doing then is you're giving that friend the wrong impression. Trust me, for all those guy friends out there, that guy, he's trying to get in your pants, okay? I'm just keeping it real. Like 99% of guys, like, again, they're not necessarily trying to sleep with you, but they are definitely, if they had the opportunity to hook up with you, and if you are an attractive person, like, most guys will take that opportunity, you know, if they're single. I'm not speaking on every guy, but being a guy and knowing guys, like, even if someone is just like a friend and then that girl makes a move, like, a lot of guys are just gonna be like, hey, why not? You know, as opposed, if it was vice versa, you know, if a guy makes a move on a girl that's just a friend, she's gonna be like, hold up, you know. So
yeah, and I wonder, like, but what you're saying is that they could have colleagues, like with people.
Yeah, we live in a world of like communication. You have to work with people. You have to communicate with people. You know, relationships are naturally going to form with those people.
Yeah.
But again, like, there's just, you know, out of respect, you know, there has to be boundaries, and you have to let that person know if they cross the line. You gotta know. So
yeah.
But yeah, it's totally cool that. But I also think that, like, you shouldn't like have a bunch of guy friends. You know, sort of make that clear as a partner. Like, hey, this is what is cool with me. This is what not. Because I know dudes out there that, like, they're in a relationship, and then they have, you know, they're friends with women, and to them, a friend, they can do this or do this and do that, but other people are not cool with that. So you gotta, like, discuss those things, because for me, you know, like I said, for me, a friendship is like yeah, you guys laugh, you guys can talk, you know, but I don't see why you guys would need to be talking on the phone or like, if you're texting, like, let it be like work related or something like that. But you can't just be like off just having, you know, hanging out, full blown conversation.
Calling your male friends when you need to chat. You have to understand, friendship means I can call my friend, we can hang out, we can talk, we can have long chats, we can, you know, hang out together. I feel like a man and a woman who are opposites, you know, a friend and woman hanging out together, eventually they're gonna be a sort of a connection. You know, my thing is this: you should never have that connection with another man besides your husband. So I feel very strong about that, but this is not about me. So yes or no, can a woman and a man be friends?
No. Oh, wait, sorry, I take that back. Yes, they can be friends, but it has to be very strict guidelines around that.
No, that's the thing. When you're a friend, it's rather yes or no. When you're a friend, you're gonna call your friend. You wanna talk to your friend.
But that's what I'm saying. Everybody has a different definition of friend. Like, a friend necessarily doesn't mean you have to hang out with that person.
Oh, no. You have to hang out with your friend. Comment down below if you don't have to hang out with your friend.
I don't hang out with my friends.
So is it yes or no?
That's it. Now you're confusing me.
Because you're saying you don't have to hang out
In
with
my
your friend.
definition of friendship, I'm cool with you having a friend or two. That's a dude.
So I can have a guy friend. I can hang out with them.
Not hang out with them. That's your definition. My definition of friendship is not hanging out.
You
And-
have to hang out with
No,
your
you
friend at
don't. No,
some
you
point in
don't.
your life.
No, you don't.
Can you talk to them on the phone?
Only if it's work related, business related.
Maybe you're talking about personal things.
That's just weird. Like, why would you not talk about that with your significant other?
Oh my, then the answer is no. Because I talk to my friends, my girlfriend about my personal stuff. What can I talk to my male friend if I had one about
You know,
personal stuff?
no male friends for you then.
Let's say you are sitting down and a girl comes to you and say, hey, can I get your number? I want to take you out on a date.
Why you ask? These are some tough questions. I wasn't expecting these like tough questions, but it's a good question.
So how do you feel about girls chasing guys?
I'm not trying to even sound like conceited or whatever, but like majority of my life, from like when I was young to through college, like women were chasing me, just like really trying to talk to me and like, you know, hook up with me or whatever it is. But for me personally, that was actually, you know, a little bit of a turnoff, just because I'm the one that likes to, you know, chase after the girl. And that's just my personal preference, you know.
Absolutely.
And so when I met my wife, you know, she showed interest like in me, but she wasn't like thirsty. She wasn't like my wife. She wasn't thirsty. She wasn't desperate. You know, she showed interest. I showed interest back, and then like she allowed me to chase her. You know, so I'm the one that, you know, I like to do the chasing. I don't want to be chased after. That's just me personally. It comes down to a simple human nature. Like, if a guy wants something, he's gonna go after it. You're gonna see it in his actions. If he's kind of chilling and you're coming after him and he's not really like he's engaging just a little bit, but not fully, then he's really not that interested. Like, truly, like if I'm interested in a female and I really like her, I'm gonna go for it. You know, it's plain and simple. I'm not gonna waste time. I'm not gonna be like, oh, like maybe in a few months. No, if I want it, I'm gonna go get it. You know, that's just me, you know, as a man, and a lot of men are like that.
Who should pay on a first date?
The man should pay on the first date. That's textbook
Honey,
dating.
I'm not doing splits. What is that?
But yeah, I know lots of instances where females have paid for a first date. I know instances where like men have forgot their wallet and the woman paid.
Would you be with someone who has had one night stands and you know about it?
Okay, but would I be with someone who's...
Would you have been with somebody who you know has had one night stands and you know about it?
Like, as if I know like the person, or I just know that...
No, you know that she has had one night stands. You know she's been around.
Around? Like, how many is around? Like,
I
are we
don't
talking
know.
about one? Or
Can she
around the block?
Oh.
Let's be honest, in this modern day society, I'm not speaking for everyone, but most people, again, I don't know a percentage, but I'm gonna say a lot of people have been promiscuous, have had one night stands, you know. So in this modern day and age, you can't expect someone to be, you know, completely, you know, have no sexual history or anything like that. So what I'll say is that as a guy, we don't really like to know the details of like your past, and like, cause like once I'm in a relationship with you, that's all I care about. So I would say like, yes, I have to be okay with that, because, you know, again, I'm not gonna give you my history or anything like that, but I know like I'm not perfect either. You can tell like if a person is like truly like changed or not. You know, even for me, like I'm not gonna lie, like the way that I used to live in the past, you know, I changed in the sense of like how I wanted to respect myself and respect my body, you know. So you have to have some sort of like growth, you know, in that sense. But like I said, as a guy, we don't want to really know the details of your past either, and that's kind of you know, hypocritical, because I know like a lot of guys, we have a lengthy history, but I would rather just not know.
Give me 3 keys to a successful marriage.
3 keys to a successful marriage. One key I would definitely say is something that I touched on earlier, just being, you know, best friends, you know, with your partner. If you don't have a friendship, I truly don't know how like a marriage can really last, because I see a lot of couples that they're not friends, and so when things get tough, you know, they just go at each other. They almost become enemies, you know, and so you have to have that core friendship, you know, outside of the attraction and all of that. Number two is definitely trust. If you don't trust your partner, then like what are you guys doing? Like you shouldn't, you know, have to look behind like everything they're doing and give them, you know, constant headache about, oh, where were you at this time of the day or doing that and whatever. Like if you don't trust your partner, don't be with them. It's that simple. You know, you have to trust each other. You know, if they do something to disprove, you know, that trust, then I can understand like being a little, you know, apprehensive and whatnot. But if they haven't done anything to disprove of that, like you gotta just put your trust in them. This is. I mean, I wish I could say four, but I'm gonna say you definitely. This should have been number one, but definitely God. I'm just speaking on my own relationship. I can't imagine like not having God in our relationship. Gives us a foundation, and that gives us a place to like just correct ourselves, you know, and just try to see the other person's point of view, you know. But if we didn't have that foundation, you know, we would like really, you know, in general be easy to quit on each other, because you're like, okay, like cool, like, you know, you feel that way, I feel this way, like okay, I'm gonna go do my own thing, you know. But in our religion, like, you know, we find a way to work it out, because that's what we're supposed to do, you know. So I definitely think God is the number one key, you know, to a relationship, having that foundation of religion.
What advice do you have to any woman who is looking to be in a relationship? What should they look for?
Honestly, I think that you should not look. I think that you should focus on yourself. I think that you should be the best version of yourself. You know, be happy in your job, or be happy in your, you know, whether you're a parent or what it is. Be the best version of yourself, and you're naturally gonna attract men. You don't have to go out there and you know, try to chase down men or anything like that, because trust me, men are already out there trying to chase, you know. So we're gonna notice you, we're gonna come to you, you know. You just have to be patient, you know. Don't compare yourself to anybody else, like, oh, they're in a relationship already and I'm the only one that's single. Don't worry about that. Your time is gonna come, okay? I've seen plenty of females that they had wanted to be in a relationship so bad, you know, and they saw everybody else in a relationship, their friends, and you know, 2 years later, they finally found that person, and they're in a very happy relationship. So the time will come, you know, and when that right person comes along, you're gonna know. Thank you.
So
thank you.
Please subscribe, comment what you learned from this video. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let us know. Is there anything else you want to add? Let us know. Do you decide? Have you done any of the things that we talked about today? If you want a part 2 or more videos like this, make sure you turn on your notification. Like, comment, share with someone who you think needs to watch this video. So yes, baby, you have anything else you want to say?
No, that's good. I'm looking forward to asking you some questions too. So
yes, I'm super excited. This is such a good I enjoyed this. I had fun, and just listening to you, learning from you, that was wonderful. So I really appreciate that.
Yep. Thank you for interviewing me, I guess. All right, guys, that's all we have for today. Until next time, the Savage family, we're gonna go take care of this little girl right here. You see, she is grabbing our phone and doing everything like that. So thank you guys for watching, and make sure to subscribe. And until next time, God bless.
See you later.